he's saying that if we could figure out how to bring the $41 million cap number down with whatever money is due to him in roster bonuses, in base salaries, and reporting bonuses, if they can figure that structure out to where both sides can come to an agreement where it makes sense, then he could come back. And if not, then we got other options in our back pocket. They still may exercise those other options. Just depends on what those other options are. His number on the dead cap side is about $20+ million. He's getting that money regardless, right? That's money that he's already negotiated. It's just when they say dead, that just means that there's nothing they could do about it. It's there on the books. The big number is the $41 million, because if they cut him, that's the only thing, because they can't trade him. So if they cut him, they're gonna get hit with a $41 million situation, and they're $22 million over the cap already. So they've got some sharpening of the pencil, so to speak, as they like to say, get down to it.
Yeah, they want to move quick because on March 19th, Big Ben is owed $15 million in a roster bonus, right? So I think you have to start moving quickly. And I think what they're doing here, they're trying to move on from Ben, but in the right way, Key. If that's a bridge year, they're trying to get those cap numbers down. Because, look, this is not a Jerome Bettis situation. When Jerome Bettis came back for that final year, they had a legitimate chance to win it. I at best see this team being the third best team in this division, right? Behind the way Baltimore is going to be. This is a bridge. This is a gap situation. And Big Ben, 17 years of service, you won 2 Super Bowls. We're trying to do the right thing, but it has to be within the best interest of the team.
I don't know that they're the third best team in the division. I don't know that. Because they won the division last year, and they went through a situation, COVID. They're playing one week. They're not playing the next. They got a bye. They don't have a bye. Oh, my God, we need to move the team. All that sort of stuff. They went through a lot this past season. So I'm not ready to say that they're the third best team. I understand that we are excited about the Cleveland Browns. I understand that the Pittsburgh or the Baltimore Ravens are perennial playoff contenders every single year. I get that. But I'm not quite ready to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers are the third best team in the division.
Just what's their run game? I feel like, granted, they missed a couple of bye weeks, they retired, but at the end of the year, the Ravens were playing better and the Browns were playing better. So I'm just projecting into next year. Cleveland's like a piece away. When we've talked about that, are we saying that Pittsburgh is a piece away? We keep saying about Baltimore, hey, all he needs is one big-time receiver because their defense is out. They're there. That's what I'm wondering about the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though they were undefeated.
This is what the offseason is for. The offseason is get people back healthy on the defensive side of the ball for them. They lost 2 or 3 major pieces on the defensive side due to injury.
Bud Dupree,
it's about Bud Dupree, Devin Bush. So when you start, Joe Hayden was in and out of the lineup. When you start to get guys back healthy, and then you shore up your running game because you're shoring up the offensive line. Which Pouncey was there? Marquise?
Marquise was the center.
Yeah.
So when you think about replacing him and Juju Smith, which was really your second, third receiver, you go ahead and you get you another guy to fall in line there if you can't re-sign him.
Are you trying to get like an Allen Robinson type of player?
I mean, it depends on what the number. They're $22 million over the cap. What are the financial numbers? I mean, Pittsburgh has never been shy about drafting young receivers. Trace Claypool is there. James Washington is there. Johnson's there. So they may decide that they're going to run those 3 back and allow a guy like Juju to hit the free agent market because they're not willing to pay that number for that type of production that they get out of him. So I'm just not ready to say that a team is third when they won last year, their division.
Last couple things. Of course, starting the season 11-0 and the NFL's last undefeated team. Last 2 things. I did a little work while you guys were chatting. On September 26, 2004, you were likely sitting in Dallas because you played a Monday night game with the team formerly called the Washington Redskins. The next night, Washington at Dallas, you caught 1 pass for 23 yards. Vinny targeted you 8 times, but apparently wasn't able to put it on the money as many times. But that was what you were doing.
So we're putting that on Vinny, or are we putting that on Keyshawn?
I think we got to put it on Vinny. We got to put it on Vinny.
Did we win?
Yeah, I'll tell you here in 1 second. Last thing I would say, this is the funny thing about Ben Roethlisberger and the world in which we live. You know where he went to school, right? You did win 21-18. Hung on for the 3-point win. Another 3-point NFL game, Jay. Here, last thing I would tell you. Ben Roethlisberger went to Miami of Ohio. That first game, here were his numbers. 12 for 22. By the way, a win against Miami when he played at Miami of Ohio. He's 12 for 22 for $163, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I'm only slightly exaggerating. If Big Ben played today, we'd come on the air Monday and be like, this guy sucks. He went to Miami of Ohio. You knew he shouldn't have drafted. To get the Tua treatment. I'm already off the train. 163. By the way,
what did I say about those numbers, though?
And yeah, you're right. That's the league today.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.